things that you talk about in your book, Success Never Smells So Sweet, How I Followed My Nose and Found My Passion, which is certainly a book I would recommend to all of you, available on Amazon, is you really talk about a journey from a difficult place, from bankruptcy to now what is, of course, a very successful business. Can you talk a little bit about that journey?
Well, you know, the bankruptcy part of it was not really something that I looked at as a negative at the time. It wasn't until I was actually writing the book with the author that she pointed out like how challenging it must have been. But it really wasn't, because the bankruptcy was something that I had to go through personally, and it taught me good lessons that I was able to incorporate into running my business later. And because I was doing everything in the business pretty slowly at that time and organically, I never felt stifled by it, because I didn't look at what I was doing and say, oh, I want to have a store. Because it wasn't possible for me to have a store, like the thought didn't even enter my head. So I started out with selling in my apartment, and then selling in a bigger apartment, and then selling in my house. And it took 6 years before I got a store, but I never felt hampered by that, because just going through it slowly, I felt like I learned more and I had a greater appreciation for what I had. And then even, you know, later now, there are some things that I do because I'll still think like that person from before. I mean, I can be extravagant, hence the perfume that's in my suitcase right now. But I also try to think in practical terms, and, you know, like I don't necessarily fly first class every time that I fly, because it's just too expensive. I travel too much. It just doesn't make any sense to spend those extra thousands. I think if I did not have that type of beginning, I wouldn't be this type of business